YouTube, how the devil are you doing? It's Cool King checking in again. I hope that you are fine and dandy. So today we're going to look at something that I don't think I've ever done anything like this on this channel before. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what is it I'm going to be waffling on about? Well, do you have one of these? This is a Jetball Minimo, just so you know. Or do you have something similar that you use that runs off these little gas canisters, the 100 gram sort of ones? Jetball's own isopropane butane mix. Some people complain about the gas mix in this not being good. In the UK, I've never had any issues with that, even in a couple of degrees minus. It's worked well. The Primus one I do prefer, but they can be expensive. These are about £6 each, and I think the last Primus one I paid for was a little bit more than £6 as well. And that's where this video comes in. So this is a cheaper gas. This is a butane propane mix made by Go Systems. This bottle cost me about £3. It's 480 grams in total with the gas. Quite a bit of gas in there, and well, I filled this with this. How, I hear you ask? With this, of course. So this is just a little threaded adapter that fits onto the top of these bottles and these bottles. So ideally what this would be for is if you have a can that's say 3/4 full and a can that's 1/4 full, you can empty your quarter into the 3/4, and then you've got a full can and a empty can that you can discard of. But why waste that? Why waste that tin when we can get our cheaper gas and fill our container up with the cheaper gas? Pretty much the same sort of characteristics in burning. Or we could even get a larger bottle. These are about £5 in the UK, and this is the isobutane propane mix, which is the same sort of mix that is in these originally. So we're getting a good quality gas in a large volume for cheap, and we can fill up our little cans. It's an inexpensive way of sort of keeping your gas topped up, making sure you don't waste any, making sure that you have enough for your next trip. So in the footage coming up, hopefully it will be of use. You can see this in action, and it's really simple to use. So we've got the cheap gas, the almost empty Jetball container, the adapter, marker and scales. First off, lid off, turn the scales on. So it's 111 grams. I know that these are supposed to be 196 grams when full, which will weigh the cheap gas just to see before and after. So 377, and then put the adapter on. Obviously making sure it's closed unless you are emptying it. There is a little bit of gas in there, so I'm going to leave it in. And all we do is get our cheap gas, put the two together and open the valve. You can just about hear it maybe. The sound will stop of its own accord, which means it's getting towards being full. It's sort of gone quiet now, so I'll just turn it off, take the Jetball canister off, and then we'll reweigh it. So 162, so there's about 30 more grams of gas can go in this. So we'll do the same process. Screw the gas on, make sure they're both tight. Turn the cheap gas on, make sure they're standing vertical so the cheap gas is falling into the Jetball. Turn it off, and again let's weigh it. So 192, like I say, these are 196 grams normally, so it's not far off being full. We could leave it, we could try squeezing another 4 grams in, but with the temperature differential maybe, probably just leave it. To show it works and to burn a bit off, we'll connect it up. Well, I hope that was of some use to you. This cost about £5 on Amazon. That's one thing I didn't mention before. Really easy. There is a company out there that do a really fancy looking one. Their stickers look really good. I'm not taking the mick. The company looks really good, but they're about $25, £23 I think it was on their website. And something simple like this would suffice. Just to briefly mention on the safety aspect, please make sure you do this outside. Don't do it near any naked flames. Don't be smoking. General common sense. I'm not responsible for your actions. Please do follow any safety instructions on the tins. Be mindful that these aren't designed for refilling. If your tin looks damaged, dinted, rusted, corroded in any way, just bin them, recycle them correctly. Jetball do a little crunch thing actually that pierces them, and so you can flatten them and recycle them properly. Something else for you to look into. Some people say to put these in the freezer for a little bit to cool them down so that it will receive the gas. Warm this one up under your arm or something, but I've never bothered to do that, and I've always managed to get the right amount of gas in there. I did slightly overfill from the measurement that I had, but I burnt that off pretty much straight away. Obviously just be very mindful, very careful, and do it outside. If you have any questions, just put them down below. I should get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'll link up here to some of the videos that I think you might be interested in. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you on the next one.